So there are standards in the industry for how things should be formatted. And this is also one of the telltale signs of someone who has not hired a copy editor, because people are like, I don't understand why you're so focused on this. But the truth is, this is part of communicating well with the reader, because the formatting tells them what's happening. The formatting can give them hints as to what to expect. We need things like scene breaks. We need things like indents. If we don't have those, we don't. It's like trying to read in ancient Greek, basically, where there's no punctuation, there's no titles. They had to use tablets. So they were like, we got to make every little thing count. But we don't have to use tablets anymore. So we can use correct formatting.
Exactly. And it does make a difference and it makes people's lives easier as well, right?
Yeah. And I will tell you this, if you understand how to correct your document well and properly, you're going to save yourself a ton of money on copy editing. Because if you don't do it, it's the copy editor's job. Do you really want to spend your money on their time to do something that you could do? Or do you want them to be able to find all those, if I get a manuscript that is formatted well, the grammar's good, and everything seems to be pretty consistent, I can spend a lot more time really pushing the story aspect, which I'm also a developmental editor, but copy editors are trained to pay attention to what's going on in the story. And they can be like, hey, so you set this thing up here, but you never showed it to us. This is a good opportunity to have 1 or 2 lines about this to help build your character arc. It's up to you, right? You don't have to learn how to correctly format. But if you do, you're going to you will literally save yourself thousands of dollars in editing fees.
Yeah, I think that's something that people forget. I've seen people like try to rush their first book, particularly towards the final stages. And so because they're rushing it, they think they can skip copy editing or do a half-assed job, or do it themselves badly because they don't know what a copy edit is. And then maybe they outsource it or they try to do a copy edit once it's been published. And then like, why is this costing me so much money? Why have I been quoted so much? Because you didn't do it to begin with.
Because the editor's spending twice as much time on your manuscript because you didn't put the work in beforehand. Yeah, just like you're saying. I mean, and that's, I'm fine. I'll get paid either way, but that's not like the thrill of copy editing for me. It's like, let me put in indents and delete all these tabs. Do not use the tab key. Please just stay away from it. You don't need it. But, I'd rather spend time making everything polished, making the story shine, and helping the point of connection between the reader and the writer. And that's really what a copy editor does.